What's up, guys? Today we're looking at the best newcomers of 2021 in Canadian MMA with my list of the top 10 rookies of the year. 2021 has been a special year for pro debuts in Canada. In 2020, very few promotions were able to present events because of the pandemic, and both the amateur ranks and the professional ranks were touched. It was very tough for young Canadian talent to find fights outside of the country with all the restrictions. Therefore, every amateur fighter who was close to making his pro debut around 2020 had one more year to train. When everything reopened in 2021, we saw one of the most important influx of new fighters making their pro debuts all over the country. This list is there today to highlight the 10 rookies who were the most impressive to me. Of course, we can't do a top 10 list without some honorable mentions, so here they are. Cody Chovancek, Luke Roberts, Derrick Laing, Glen Cuevas, Dorjan Dokaj, Nick Leblanc, and Gio Platon. At number 10, we've got Jett Grande. The highly touted prospect had to travel to the US to make his pro debut in August of this year, and the fight ended in a draw. Unsatisfied by his result, he returned to the Unified cage at Unified 41 1 month later and quickly got his first pro win. He was then able to squeeze a third fight before the end of the year and a second victory with a knockout over Stephen Thomas at Unified 42 in December. Grande already showed us everything we want to see in a prospect. In his draw, he showed that he could stay composed and not fall apart when it gets tough or close. At Unified 41, he showed us that he could fight a really strategic fight in order to make sure to win. And at Unified 42, he showed us his flashier side on the feet with a more aggressive performance and a first round knockout. The future is bright for this young man. At number 9 is Ivan Hryshchuk. The Ukrainian by way of Vancouver, BC came in as a touted kickboxer and taekwondo fighter, but what he showed us in the cage is pure madness. The guy hits very hard and wants to throw combinations to knock you out as fast as he can. That's what he did to Drayden Angus in his very first fight. Sometimes though, such a wild action fighter can have some trouble when his opponent is able to fight back, but Ivan showed us that it wasn't the case with him when he fought Gordon Cunningham, who gave him some great opposition but couldn't overcome the savage. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this man knocking people out and giving us wild brawls for years to come. At number 8 is Vinny Dias. Those who know me know I'm a grappling nerd, so when I see a prospect who is an excellent grappler while being a quite complete fighter for his level of experience and who is able to fight through adversity and exhaustion to still submit his opponents, I'm interested to see more. That's exactly what Vinny Dias is, and the fact that he trains at two of the best gyms in his area in Niagara Top Team and Grants MMA, I know that Diaz will keep getting even better, making him one of the prime contenders to win the $10,000 BTC Bantamweight tournament that he currently is in. At number 7, it's Tyler Vankill. Those who know me know I'm a grappling nerd. I think I already said that, but yeah, Tyler Vankill is the shit. The man is a master in weirdo jiu-jitsu, as illustrated by his two finishes by chokes that don't really even exist unless you live in his parallel universe. His Instagram account is also super bussin' as he demonstrates some of the weird ass shit he does on the daily. I fucking love this guy, man. Give me more Tyler Vankill right now. At number 6, we've got Jonnie Broad. First off, this guy looks like baby GSP, but he doesn't only look the part, he can fight pretty well too. He's super athletic and fast for his weight class, but the thing I like the most about him is that he had some cage time and some tough challenges in his first year as a pro. In fact, he finished both his opponents in round 3 after getting through some adversity and having to adjust. Sometimes when you look at a young fighter who is out there just finishing people in less than 2 minutes and stuff, it's really impressive, but you can never know if these prospects will be able to last when they face some adversity. It's not the case for Broad, who is built to face those type of challenges and still come out on top. Let's go for the top 5, and at number 5, it's Mitch Strazzella. You know, when you watch a fight between two guys making their pro debuts and you ask yourself, how is it even possible that it is happening? Because both of those guys are so advanced in their techniques and are so calm even though they are in front of a super legit opponent. Well, that's exactly what happened when Mitch Strazzella and Glen Cuevas fought at BFL 68. I don't think I've seen a guy as impressive in his pro debut since Geauvreau in 2019, and we've seen how Tiche's career is going right now. I expect nothing less from Mitch Strazzella, who is already an absolute menace at 135. At number 4, it's the Mo Show, Mostafa Alshammary. Like I said many times this year, there's something special about this guy. First off, he's a super skilled fighter who trains under one of the best coaches in the industry, in Crualin. He's touted as a striker, but absolutely shut down his opponent's grappling before submitting him in the very first round in his pro debut. So we know he can do everything in the cage. But he also has a very magnetic personality that attracts the eyes of the crowd without even trying too hard. He holds the distinction of having the biggest crowd reaction of the year, and that's even before he won the fight and actually jumped into said crowd, making them go even crazier. He's clearly not playing a gimmick too. He's super down to earth and humble, but still when he talks, people listen. It's not for nothing that they call him the Mosho. At number 3, we've got the Atmeh Brothers. It's really tough not to put them together as they really seem to move like a unit. They both are some very talented strikers with some surprising grappling skills, and they were really able to make a lot of noise with their performances in 2021. The older brother Albara went 2-0 this year with a very exciting fight against Devon Lozage and a quick finish in the first round of the BTC Bantamweight tournament. The younger brother Izzuddin, who is only 20 years old, lost his pro debut only to rebound with a KO of the year contender and a first round submission to advance in the same tournament as his brother. So it's almost certain that at least one of the Atmeh Bros will be in the finals of the tournament that will, in my opinion, crown the best bantamweight prospect in the country. Let's now see if the brothers are able to recreate the fireworks they gave us in 2021, although I'm pretty confident they will. At number 2, we've got another dose of Crew Jeff Pete Fazika's voodoo magic with Jake Geauvreau. So at BTC 10, a young man, like very young man, the guy looks like he's 12 years old, who had never competed in a martial arts competition except for BJJ tournaments here and there, like his teammate Matteo Vogel, fought for the very first time of his life in a pro contest against our number 3 rookie of the year, Atmeh. After an impressive performance from both guys, Geauvreau was the one who was able to take over late and score a third round submission win. This victory was already super impressive back then, but seeing what Izzuddin did to his opponents for the rest of the year, it's even more impressive now. I don't know what Crew Jeff and Pete do or even how they do it, but it's fucking working, and I can't wait to see Jake back in the cage. And finally, the 2021 Rookie of the Year in Canadian MMA is none other than Nicolas Ouellet. Like, holy shit, this guy is good. First off, he's a tank. He looks super strong. He's clearly super athletic and fast. He was sold as an amazing BJJ black belt and grappler, which he surely is, but he looks as comfortable on the feet as he does on the ground. He absolutely destroyed Kevin Basse-Popovic in his pro debut, who was a 2-weight class amateur champion, before taking on experienced grappler Mike McAloon and submitting him in the very first round, which is just not a thing that happens to Mike McAloon, who is known to take over fights with his amazing grappling skills. Ouellet is so good that he's already supposed to fight for the BFL featherweight title in his next fight that will only be his 3rd pro fight. With already such great wins on his resume after 1 year as a pro, I think it's fair to say that Nicolas Ouellet is deserving of the title of Best Rookie of 2021 in Canadian MMA. That concludes my list. Tell me in the comments, who have I forgot? There were so many great rookies, so many people who made their pro debuts this year. I surely forgot somebody, so tell me who it is. Leave a like if you liked, and make sure to subscribe to MMA Talk for more Canadian MMA content. See you next time.